What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Lifestyle Sports Podcast. It's AI from the 210. Of course, y'all see I got my Dallas gear on. I'm very happy today. Y'all know what it is. The Dallas Cowboys have got another victory. You know what I'm saying? Headed on our magical season, continuing on our magical season, you know what I'm saying, on our quest to the Super Bowl. I just gotta, before we get into it, I just gotta thank Cooper Rush. You've been an amazing quarterback, sir. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You deserve a great contract in the offseason. Hopefully, Jerry Jones and everybody in the front office get that squared away for you. You know what I'm saying? But with the return of Dak Prescott, the Cowboys went head to head with the Detroit Lions. And the Cowboys came out on top 24-6. When you look at the Cowboys, Dak Prescott went 19 of 25 for 207 yards and a TD. We see Zeke Elliott have 15 carries for 57 yards and 2 TDs. Shout out Zeke Elliott. We see CeeDee Lamb, you know what I'm saying, 4 receptions for 70 yards. So we see the Cowboys offense was doing a little something to the Cowboys defense, though. The Cowboys defense, that's, man, phenomenal, elite. When we look at the Lions, we see Jared Goff, 21 of 26 for 228 yards and 2 picks. We see Williams, 15 carries for 79 yards. And we see K. Raymond with 5 receptions for 75 yards. So shout out to the return of Dak Prescott. We see he came back, got a quick dub real quick. You know what I'm saying? Got himself warmed up, and I feel like the Cowboys will continue to have a magical season. And of course, I love the Cowboys defense. What a stellar defense. What an elite defense that we have. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's going to take us far this season. Excited. You know what I'm saying? This is a magical season for the Dallas Cowboys. As I said before, we were counted out. They said it was over with. When Dak Prescott got injured in week 1, they said we were done. And look what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, shout out to the legendary city of Detroit, the great city of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, y'all are phenomenal. But when it comes to this football, I'm sorry, the Dallas Cowboys just had to hand y'all an L. I'm sorry, y'all could convert over and be Dallas Cowboys fans if y'all want. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this football, y'all had to take an L. Expect nothing less than a playoff appearance for the Dallas Cowboys this season. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. I can't wait to see how we end up going forward. This is a magical season. It's getting scary. So the Cowboys will play the Bears next week. I'm going Dallas. You know what I'm saying? The Bears are still a young team, and they still got a few things to work on. I just think the Cowboys have a better team, and I feel like this is another game that Dak Prescott could just get his feet wet again, get a little more warmed up to get ready to continue throughout the rest of the season. So I got Cowboys in that one, and we see the Lions will play the Dolphins next week. I'm going Miami. You know what I'm saying? 2 great cities. Shout out to the legendary city of Miami, and shout out to the great city of Detroit. But I just feel like the Dolphins got a little better of a team. So when it comes down to it, a chance for Miami to go ahead and get a dub. So I got the Miami Dolphins. We go to the NFL Power Rankings, the top 5 teams heading into Week 8. At number 5, I got to go with the Dallas Cowboys. Of course, I got to go Dallas. You know what I'm saying? We're 5-2 on the season. The Cowboys bounce back and get a dub against the Detroit Lions, you know what I'm saying, with the return of Dak Prescott. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a decent win, and I expect great things going forward. We see the Dallas defense is elite this season, and you have to have a stellar defense in order to go far into the playoffs. So you know the Dallas Cowboys are going to go far into the playoffs this season. This is a magical season for the Dallas Cowboys. As I said before, we were counted out early, but we still around and we still doing big things, and the league is on notice. It's getting scary, guys. It's getting scary. At number 4, I got to go with the New York Giants. You know what I'm saying? Another NFC East team. The NFC East is usually laughed at as being a weak division, but of course this year we see that is insanely different. You know what I'm saying? The NFC East is elite, and the Giants are balling this season. I'm laughing. I didn't see it at the beginning. I would have never guessed that the Giants would be 6-1 at this point in the season. But nonetheless, they're doing their thing. They're balling. I'm giving much credit and much respect to the Giants. Shout out to the lovely city of New York, the great city of the NY. You know what I'm saying? Y'all balling. Y'all should be proud. And the Giants are doing their thing. Shout out to the Giants. And number 3, I gotta go with the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Chiefs and the great Patrick Mahomes from the great state of Texas. You know what I'm saying? One of our great quarterbacks in the league right now. And of course, he's balling out. You know what I'm saying? So we see what it is. They just went off on the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? The 49ers are never an easy team to defeat. So for Kansas City to be able to get a big win like that says a lot about their squad. I believe they have a complete team. And I think they're one of them ones in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? They definitely one of them ones that's going to be around at the end. So, you know what I'm saying? The AFC better look out. Whoever favorite team in the AFC, y'all got to watch out for them Chiefs. But I think y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Chiefs at number 3. And number 2, I got to go with the Buffalo Bills. You know what I'm saying? The Bills were on a bye week, but they've been balling all season, so I got to give them their respect. And we got to keep them at number 2 here. They probably would have been undefeated, damn near undefeated, if they had not lost to the Dolphins on the last play, you would say. You know what I'm saying? So they really could have been undefeated this season. Shout out to Josh Allen, phenomenal quarterback, MVP candidate Josh Allen. Of course, shout out Stephon Diggs, one of the great receivers in the league. So, you know, the Bills got a little complete team over there. They got a squad. They've been balling all season. They one of them ones too. So I got them at number 2. And number 1, last but not least, I got to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. Another team in the NFC East. Like I said, the NFC East, this is probably the best division this season, in my opinion. I could be biased, but in my opinion, I think we've been balling out the hardest. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Eagles. They've been doing their thing. Shout out to the whole city of Philly, the great city of Philly. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts, MVP candidate. In my opinion, if the season stopped today, he would be my MVP. So much respect to Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Can the Eagles continue their streak? The only undefeated team left in the NFL. Can they continue their streak? Who's this? We got to see. You know what I'm saying? I know there's going to be an L when they play Dallas again. That's all I got to say. I'm sorry, Philly, but when y'all play Dallas, we will get our revenge, and y'all will be taking the L. But other than that, y'all might run the table. Other than that, but y'all will take an L to the Dallas Cowboys. But nonetheless, y'all been a great team. Much respect. Shout out to the whole Philly. Y'all been balling, and I can't wait to see how it go. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Philadelphia Eagles, number 1. And these are my top 5 power rankings heading into week 8. And of course, for our NBA headlines, the NBA season has kicked off not too long ago. We got to run through a few quick headlines. I know it's just the beginning of the season, but let's get to it. So the Lakers are 0-3 right now. You know what I'm saying? Sad to say. I'm rooting for the Lakers. I'm a big LeBron James fan, and I think LeBron James is on his way to another championship ring this season. It's just a slow start, but they'll be around. They'll be around. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, the Lakers are 0-3, but LeBron James is on his way to breaking the all-time scoring record. So we have to note that and be aware. So shout out to the great LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? One of the GOATs, the living legend. We look at the Warriors. The Warriors had some team drama earlier this season, but they look nice. They look nice so far. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna be one of the ones at the end. Might pull off another championship. That's one of them dynasties of this era, of this generation. So shout out to the Golden State Warriors. They're looking good. Philly is 0-3 right now. I did not expect that. But of course, it's the beginning of the season, and I expect things to change. That will turn around. The Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks look great early on, and the Eastern Conference looks kind of strong. So I feel like Boston and the Bucks in the East, along with Philly, and maybe a few other teams, but I feel like those are going to be the top 3 teams, and they're looking good so far. The Bucks and Celtics, you know what I'm saying? So we got to stay on alert for them. Shout out Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and of course, shout out Giannis. You know what I'm saying? The Clippers, the Blazers, and the Jazz look pretty good in the West, and I'm gonna shout out the Suns too. So the West got a few teams out there that's balling, and I can't wait to see who ends up representing the West in the finals. But like I said, we got the Golden State Warriors, and we can never count out LeBron James and the Lakers. So I feel like the NBA season is going to be filled with surprises, and it's going to be a lovely season. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, my MVP predictions. I feel like this year's MVP is either going to go to Luka or Ja Morant. I feel like both of these guys take the leap. And there's not much of a leap they got to take because they've been hooping. But I feel like the MVP will go to one of these phenomenal players. Well, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is another episode of the Lifestyle Sports Podcast. It's AI from the 210. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, follow on IG at the Lifestyle Sports Podcast at Allen Iverson, ALAN Iverson. Till next time.